The following is a presentation of the OLSH Sports Network. And we welcome you inside the gymnasium at Moon Area High School. It's OLSH Sports Network's presentation of Charger basketball for the final regular season game. It's the Lady Chargers and the Lady Tigers going at it here this evening. Pleasant good evening, everybody. I'm OLSH, soon to be joined by Grant Kalish here on the broadcast, as the Chargers and the Tigers getting ready to go at it. And big news, news flash. The brackets are out for the playoffs. We have them here, and the Lady Chargers will be in action on this Friday night, Valentine's Day at 7 o'clock at this very same place at Moon High School. They will be taking on South Allegheny in round one of the playoffs. And Chargers were awarded the number 3 seed. South Allegheny will come in as the 14 seed. So basically, this is a home game for the Chargers. But congratulations to them. While we're talking about it, we'll swing over and let you know about the boys as well. The boys will pick up a number 6 seed. They will be playing a home game as well at Cornell High School on Monday, the 17th at 7 o'clock. They will be facing the number 11 seed Clairton Bears over at Cornell on Monday. So the girls in action on Friday and the boys on Monday for the first round action for both those two teams. As far as tonight goes, as I said, the matchup is the 5A Moon Tigers against your 3A OLSH Chargers. The Tigers come in with a record of 11-7, 6-5 in their section. They finished in third place in Section 3 and 5A. The Chargers, on the other hand, topped their section with a 14-0 record, 19-2 overall. As I said, the Chargers come in, they were section champions in Section 1 of 3A. And they, as of last week, they were ranked number 2 in 3A in the WPIL. So glad you could join us. Should be an exciting game, a tough challenge for the OLSH Chargers. They come in against the bigger school, bigger players, and the more physical. I think that's the issue. I talked to Don Eckerly before the game today, and he says his concern is that Moon is going to play a more physical game than. Not that the Chargers can't play that way, but they haven't had to all year. So we'll see how they adapt to the more physical play that the Moon Tigers will present for your Chargers. What a great season it's been for the OLSH Chargers for the ladies' side. As I said, they come in 19-2 overall with a 14-0, undefeated in section play as they went through the entire section without a defeat, and that's kudos to them. Their only losses came within about a week of each other. They lost to Greensburg Central Catholic, which ended up ranked number 3 as of last week in 3A at the California University Hoop Fest over the holidays. They lost to Greensburg Central 40-30, and then at the Chucky Mahoney Classic in Burgettstown, about a week later, they lose to another large school, West Allegheny, by a score of 61-53. Those are the only two blemishes on the Chargers' record. The Moon Tigers, on the other hand, as I said, they come in with an overall record of 11-7. Their final game that they played prior to this one was at Montour, where they took down the Spartans 58-45. So the Tigers are coming in on a high, beating the arch rival Montour Spartans. I know all about that rivalry as I'm a Moon alum. So I know the Montour Moon game. That was a hard-fought battle, I'm sure. But it's a great facility here at Moon. And we've done, as you know, we've done a couple boys games here as well. And I want to welcome Grant Kalish to the broadcast. Welcome, Grant.
Hey, Al, it's good to be here for what should be an exciting game between the Chargers and the Moon Tigers.
Yeah, it's. I was just saying that the Tigers come in as a 5A school into the playoffs, and the Chargers 3A school into the playoffs. So two playoff teams here, obviously different classifications, but talking to Coach Eckerly, and he's concerned about the physical play that the Tigers will bring to the Chargers, that the Chargers haven't had to play against this year. Not that he said, not that they can't, it's just they haven't had to.
Yeah, well, as a coach, I mean, obviously you're going to be concerned seeing it for the first time, but he's got to be excited to get an opportunity to play against such a physical group right before the postseason, because if you don't have that experience and you run into someone like that for the first time, that could be big trouble in the playoffs.
Yeah, it's exactly what he said, Grant. He said that he's excited, but he's like he said, the one concern he has is the physical play of the Tigers over the Chargers, and see how his team adapts, because he's probably going to see more play like he's going to see tonight in the playoffs coming up, which, as I said, the Chargers are going to start on Friday right here.
Yeah, Friday right here, South Allegheny. Chargers number 3 seed, so certainly they should be favored in that game, but you know, you focus on Moon tonight, then you focus on South Allegheny on Friday, and then you move forward from there.
Right. There'll be 6 teams from the girls 3A in WPIL that will advance on to the PIAA, so they've got to win 2 games in the playoffs to guarantee to move on to the state tournament. But I think the Chargers have it in them. They can do that.
Yeah, certainly as number 3 seed, you know, you would think that they should, but they got to go do it.
Exactly.
I mean, that's why they let all these teams in. Like, people are like, for the boys, why are you letting 21 teams into the playoffs, right? But, you know, you got to go prove yourself worthy. So, you know, everyone who's there earned their way there one way or another, and you got to fight to stay. Exactly.
You talked about the 21 teams in the boys 2A. It wasn't planned to have 21, but the way they have it set up is if you're tied for that final spot, both teams get into the playoffs. There's going to be some preliminary play-in games, so to speak, in boys 2A. But, 21 teams technically qualify for the playoffs. So the Chargers aren't one of them. Chargers are in the boys' side.
Yeah, Chargers got the number 6 seed.
Right.
On the boys' side, they'll play number 11 Clairton, so number 6 seed was actually the highest seed that does not play a team that plays one of those play-in games. So, you know, there's some advantages and disadvantages to that. The advantage is the Chargers will get to take a look at Clairton all week, right? I mean, we already started practicing for them tonight. And disadvantage is you're not playing a team that's less rested. So certainly some pros and cons, but they'll look to just beat the team regardless of what's going on.
And as many times as, I mean, the two floors that the Chargers have used for their home floor has been right here at Moon and over at Cornell, where the majority of the games have been played. And ironically, the boys played through the regular season more games here at Moon. The girls are going to play their first home playoff game here at Moon, and the Chargers, the boys, are going to be playing over Cornell. So there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's just this year, you never know what's going to happen or where you're going to be, but you're just going to try to make the result the same, and that result being a victory.
Just so that you know, OLSH Sports Network is not part of the network that's eligible to do the playoff games, so will not be on the OLSH Sports Network. We have put a request in to to do those games if nobody else is doing them, but we haven't heard back anything yet. So if we hear something, it'll be posted out there on the website. Hey, before we get going, let's check out the starting lineups for these two teams. First, for the visiting Chargers, head coach is Don Eckerly. And he sends this lineup out, and it's the usual suspects. Starting at a guard is a 5'3 senior, number 2, Libby Gallick. A 5'7 junior is number 11, Sarah Dashner. Here's the national anthem. We'll pause, and then we'll get back to this. Maybe. I see him keying it up over there.
He'll get there.
He'll get there. Technology. Gotta love it.
Never know what's coming next.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that, but welcome to Moon Area High School. And I see you're all standing, so please rise, remove your hats for the singing and playing of our national anthem.
All right. So we'll get back to the starting lineups. We'll start over for the Chargers. Again, Don Eckerly, head coach. He'll start 5'3 senior guard, number 2, Libby Gallick. A 5'7 junior guard is number 11, Sarah Dashner. Starting at a forward position is a 5'6 junior, number 14, Leah Parker. The 5'6 senior guard, number 22, is Claudia Irulo. And starting at a forward position is a 5'8 junior, number 24, Lola Garner. Again, for the Chargers, it's Gallick, Dashner, Parker, Irulo, and Garner. We'll talk about the Moon Tigers. Head coach is Mark Pompeo. He'll send this starting 5 out for his 5A Tigers. Number 12 is a 5'6 freshman guard, Rachel Stepp. A 5'9 sophomore forward is 15, Anna Schwartz. A 5'9 sophomore forward is number 20, Adriana D'Alessio. Number 30 is a 5'6 junior guard, Jaden Griggs. And number 33 is Maria Deppner. She's a 5'10 junior forward. Again, for the Tigers, it's Stepp, Schwartz, D'Alessio, Griggs, and Deppner.
And now, Tiger fans, introducing your Moon Tigers. He's a freshman guard, standing at 5'6", number 12.
As I said, I was talking before you got here, Grant. Chargers, you know, it's going to be a tall order for them to play against this Tiger team, but I think it's a good matchup, and I think the Chargers, if they play their game, can actually come away with a victory tonight.
Yeah, I think it's going to be important for the Chargers to, just play one quarter at a time.
Right.
Right. You don't want to get ahead of yourselves and start thinking about winning in the first quarter. You just want to win the first quarter, right? And then you win the second quarter, and then you see where you are from there. But you don't want to get ahead of yourselves. You don't want to get too excited to beat this Moon team, but you got to be excited for every single play you're going to get against them.
The way I look at it, in a situation like this, the last game of the season, it's a non-section game. It means nothing. The brackets have already been made out. It's a learning experience and an experience for the Chargers. They're in a win-win situation. If they lose, nobody expects them to win. And if they win, it's like, wow, they beat a 5A school in Moon Tigers who are in the playoffs. So it's a feather in their cap if they can come away with a victory. But the Chargers just got to play loose and play the game that they can play.
Yeah, they're just going to go out there, do their best, and see how that stacks up against a team that they're not going to really have to play of a caliber again.
Exactly.
Well, here we go as Lola Gardner and Maria Deppner line up to do the tip. And the ball is up. Possession Tigers, and we are underway here from Moon as Griggs has it for the Tigers at the top of the key, guarded by Gallick. Tigers penetrate, goes up, no good. That's rebounded by Gardner, shot by Schwartz. And here comes Sarah Dashner up the floor.
Chargers were in a 2-3 defense here. Looks like the Tigers are in a man defense right now.
There's Dashner, interior pass to Irulo. Back to Gardner. Gallick now has it at the top, trying to set up an offense for the Chargers. Dashner over to Parker. Parker back to Irulo. Gallick has it now on the wing.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Eckerly before the game.
As Gallick, with a nice mid-range jumper, gets the Chargers on the board first.
And he was saying, he says, don't expect a lot of running out of the Chargers. He wants to kind of slow the game down and make it a low-scoring affair.
Yeah, no reason to start speeding up before you have to. Here's a three-pointer from Griggs, and she gets it to go. And Moon is out in front by a point with 90 seconds gone. Parker now in the corner for the Chargers, out to Dashner, top of the key three, no good. Rebound Deppner.
That was a great look, a great play by the Chargers. Just couldn't get it to go from Sarah.
Had what they wanted. Sarah making up for it with the steal there under the basket. Bringing out the floor over to Gallick. Gallick, Parker alone for three. No good. Rebound saved by Gallick, but picked up by the Tigers. And here they go, 3-on-1 in the open floor, but that's going to be a double dribble by Deppner. Got a little bit too excited for that one.
I applaud Libby Gallick trying to save that one. I think that was going to go off of Moon out of bounds. I could have been wrong. Maybe she's done or she saw it, but it looked to me like that was off Moon. But I applaud her for the enthusiasm trying to get in that one.
Yeah, especially this type of game here. You just want to get those effort plays and show Moon that you're here to play. Here's Irulo at the top, over to Dashner. Gives it to Parker on the wing. Interior pass to Gardner, goes up and gets it to go.
What a sweet little play there. Claudia just looped it over everybody, and Lola just ran underneath it and laid it up and in for the easy bucket.
Here come the Tigers. They have it at the top, dribbles in. A lot of contact, and that's going to be a charge. Lola Gardner draws the charge on Anna Schwartz, and it's going down the other way.
Great play there by Garner.
So that's two high-effort plays for the Chargers right away.
Yep.
Risky pass there from Dashner. And now Gardner has it under the hoop, gets it out to Gallick. Gallick over to Parker. Parker drives, puts it up. That one's off. Offensive rebound, Gardner back out to Libby Gallick. And she's going to slow down and set something up for the Chargers.
There we go, just what Coach Eckerly was talking about. Slow down the offense. Concentrate on the half-court game.
Chargers just running a little triangle play. Have the lead, so they should be content with running this clock. Gallick gets a screen from Gardner over to Arulo, and that's a travel.
I think she'd have been okay if she was at the next level. If she was up at Slippery Rock, that would have been an okay play, but you can't do that in high school.
Yeah, she's not there quite yet.
You know.
Here comes Griggs as Gallick gets it away, gets on the floor to pick it up, and now Parker has it up in transition. Her layup is no good. Rebound Tigers. And they are passing it long up the court. Good passing, too strong of a basket attempt from Griggs. And now it's controlled by the Chargers. You think they'd want to slow down a little bit. Instead, Irulo with an errant pass. Looking for Gardner, ended up in the hands of Griggs.
Griggs, good job there. Irulo didn't see her coming out of the from behind her.
Tigers try to work it inside, but Parker comes away with the ball.
Chargers are playing a good game right now, Grant. They're playing good defense. They're getting some good looks.
Yeah, this is exactly what Coach Eckerly wanted.
Exactly.
Just 3:15 left in the first, so they're running clock, and they're certainly playing their game right now.
Yep, doing exactly what Coach Eckerly's playbook right now.
Irulo loses it there, but Gallick's able to corral it. Parker drives, puts it up, and that's going to be a foul. Leah Parker will go shoot a pair at the line with 3:01 left in the first.
Tigers foul on D'Alessio.
D'Alessio's first, team second.
First shot rims out for Parker.
Wow, that was more in than out than it came out. Shea Trombetta checks in for the Chargers. Gallick will have a seat.
Second one catches the net for Parker, and the Chargers are up 2.
Crossing the 3-minute mark here in the first.
And they're going to
hand check here.
Get a hand check on
Claudia
Irulo.
Yeah, with 2:53 left, not a big deal.
Another physical play there, though. Schwartz gets it over to Griggs. Griggs trying to work on Trombetta. Just checked into the game for the Chargers. Gibbs gets a screen, step back 3, no good. And that's going to go out of bounds, Charger ball.
Griggs looks like she's looking at the official saying, "Are you serious?" I think she thought one of the Chargers. I thought Arulo got her hand on it, but it didn't happen.
Ref didn't see it, so it never happened. Chargers have it inside. Gardner passes it out. Another close pass, but Irulo's able to come away with it.
Well, Griggs has got some quick hands, a la Claudia Irulo.
Parker inside. Gardner could have got bumped, gets the basket to go anyway. Another great finish there for Lola Gardner.
She's been the benefactor of getting under the bucket and getting open tonight.
And there's another errant pass by Moon out of bounds.
That's the Charger defense there, Grant, causing that turnover, forcing passes.
Timeout, Chargers.
No, that was
their
Tigers. Yeah.
They were pointing over at the Chargers. I'm like, well, why did they take a timeout right now?
Because he's not going to start the clock until everybody's at the bench. Yep.
Well, so the Chargers, they've done an excellent job here, Al, of doing what they wanted to do out the gate.
Yeah, no doubt. Without a doubt. Hey, and just want to remind you, if you want more information on the Chargers for roster stories and more, you know where to go, www.olshathletics.org. And send out a special thanks to our website sponsor, Covenant Financial Advisors. Remember, there's no better way to see yourself as an OLSH student than to become an OLSH Charger for a day. All 8th grade students and transfers to grades 10, 11 you're invited to join us as a shadow for the day and experience firsthand what it's like to be a student here at OLSH. Students will be assigned a Charger Ally, which is your host for the day. You'll attend classes, meet the teachers and students, and eat lunch on us. Register for your experience at www.olsh.org/visit. I want to thank Brian Dashner for running the camera for us here. He's right next to us. He gave me a thumbs up.
Yeah. Last game, he was all the way on the other side. Now
Yeah.
he couldn't be closer.
Well, Chrissy did it last game.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he was doing the book.
Well, he was doing the book.
all the way.
It was a home game. Well, this is an away game, so he don't have to do the book. Or the scoreboard, rather.
Dashner was looking for Parker there, but that pass just too wide.
Same idea, though, Grant. They're looking for Leah getting open in the paint under the bucket, and she has been so far.
Yeah, Chargers have been able to really finish once they've worked it under the bucket, and you know they've been doing that when they've wanted to, but the rest of the game they've just been slowing it down.
90 seconds to go here in the first.
Here, Tigers working it around as that is caught by Diazlo, and that shot is going to be missed on the floor, picked up by the Tigers. Three-pointer on the way, no good, and that one is going to be out of bounds. Charger ball.
Great tenacity by the Chargers and the Tigers. The Chargers were the benefactors of that little rally there. 1:08 left here in the first.
Yeah, Parker did a good job of knocking it off of the Tigers. Get it over, and now here's Irulo. It's it over to Parker, and Coach Eckerly yelling something out. Let's see what the Chargers get out of it. Parker loses the handle, and here come the Tigers in the open floor. Gets it up to Griggs.
It was a great pass by Griggs. She ended up getting it back, though.
Griggs step back three, catches nothing. And now 35 seconds left. Cross-court pass to Irulo, and the Chargers should hold for the last shot.
You would think. Down to 23 seconds.
Irulo goes to her left, works her way towards the basket. Little floater, just a little bit too much, but Russell's it back, puts it up. No good, but a foul. So good hustle play there by Irulo to get it back, and she will shoot the two.
Tigers foul on Pacheco.
Pacheco picks up the foul for the Tigers.
First one is good for Claudia. Second one off the back iron. Rebound Tigers, 10 seconds left here. Pushing it up the floor quick. Tipped up and stolen by Trombetta. Trombetta
They can hurry. 2
up
seconds.
to Irulo. Deep shot, it counts, and it's just too strong. But the Chargers have an excellent first quarter, doing just what they want to do, and they will head back into the huddle with an 8-3 lead.
Great first quarter, exactly right out of the Coach Eckerly's playbook for the Chargers. Keeping the score low and slowing the game down, playing a half-court game, and that's exactly what he did. Hey, did you know that you can earn money for OLSH Athletics when you purchase gift cards through Raise Right? The Athletics General Fund receives a percentage of each physical and e-gift card bought by our program participants. If you have questions or you want to learn more, email Sarah Stuckman at sstuckeman@olsh.org. And future Chargers, seats are limited, so don't miss your chance to save your spot in the OLSH class of 2029. We can't wait to see you here at OLSH. To apply, go online to www.olsh.org/apply. Quarter number 2 coming up here, guys.
Yep, Chargers will start out with the ball. And they return the same group that finished the quarter. There's Irulo at the top. See what she can find. Loses it a little bit. Parker's going to pick it up, and that's going to be a jump ball, moon ball.
Haven't really seen the heavy pressure from the Chargers in the backcourt yet. You know that's coming at some point.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you think of, Moon's only got one basket so far, and the Chargers are saving their pressure defense.
Exactly.
That one, no good. Claudia Irulo comes up with it. Pushes it up the floor and gets it to Dashner. Dashner has it. And gets it over to Gardner. Gardner back to Trombetta. And now the Chargers are just back set up in the wasting clock. Triangle-like offense.
Sitting here with a 5-point lead.
And this is just going exactly how the Chargers wanted to, and now looks like they're setting up maybe in something else. There's Irulo, slips her way to the basket, but she's going to travel before she could get there.
I thought so. I didn't hear the whistle right away, and then the official finally blew it. I thought she took that little stutter step before she put the ball on the court.
Just a little bit too much there. Tigers.
They're in a man defense right now.
Yeah, they're looking to do something. They got Schwartz with it at the top, and now they get it over to Deppner. Deppner just going to shoot a three. That one's no good. Offensive board underneath and a foul. And it looks like
there's a couple Chargers over there. It's going to go against Lola, her first.
It'll go on Gardner, and Diazlo will shoot the pair. First one, no good.
D'Alessio.
Well, D'Alessio on the second one gets it to go. And the ball is gone in the Tiger basket for the second time tonight with 10 minutes gone. There's Irulo. Gets it over, or that was Dashner to Irulo. Now Gardner looking to have a backdoor cut to Dashner. Dashner back to Trombetta, who just loses it. And now Griggs has a head of steam up the court. Passes it ahead, and it looks like
she's okay.
Going to take a hard fall.
Yeah, she just blew a tire there. Feet went out from underneath her. Looks like she's okay.
It's Avery Pacheco.
Maybe Gallick checks back in for the Chargers as Trombetta will have a seat. 5:44 to go here in this one. It's a fast-moving game, Grant.
Yeah, I think they don't want you to finish the ads here.
Oh, I'll get them in. My reads, yeah.
Yeah, Coach Eckerly's like, you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to make sure Al doesn't get his reads in.
We'll get them in. Don't you worry about that.
Grayson, nice pass to Irulo, has Gardner in the corner. She shoots a three, just rims around, but doesn't go in.
Another great look, though, by the Chargers. Good ball movement, open player, and good shot.
And that's going to be an and one for Maria Deppner. Chargers just broke down on defense. She started having the whole middle to herself. And by the time she got around to shooting it, she was close enough to make it despite the contact.
Annabeth Grayson came into the game. She picks up her first foul. Second on the Chargers here in the second.
Free throw goes home for Deppner, and the Charger lead has shrunk to one.
Gallick and Dashner bringing it up. I love that backcourt for the Chargers.
Always works.
Yep.
There's Dashner. Gets it to Irulo, but she just missed it. But looks like we got a foul called, and it'll be Tiger ball.
Wow, they're calling that on.
That's her second.
Claudia picks up her second. She fouled with her head.
Yeah, she took the brunt of that
Yeah.
one.
Gets the foul called on her.
Griggs bringing it up. Chargers brought a double team. And now Tigers just moving
That was
it
a
around.
walk. That was a walk, and she got away with it.
Deppner will take it, and she'll take the lead along with it as it's 9-8 Tigers. Timeout. Chargers. Coach Eckerly does not like the run. I mean, it's a slow run, but it's still a run.
Tiger fans, you're able to try your hand at 50-50 tonight. All proceeds benefit letting Tigers pass.
Speaking of the Reeds, hey, you want to save the date for the OLSH Spring Open House on Sunday, March 23rd from 1 to 3 p.m. You can explore all that OLSH has to offer and see what makes OLSH the best independent Catholic high school in our region. Yeah, I'll get him in, no sweat. Once again, both the boys and the girls brackets have been set for the playoffs. The girls get a number 3 seed in 3A, and they will be in action right here at Moon High School on Friday night against South Allegheny at 7 o'clock. Will not be on the OLSH Sports Network, but hopefully we'll figure out where it's at and post that out there for you.
Should be on something.
Something, yeah. If not, maybe we will get it. You know, you never know.
Scalick over to Trombetta. Trombetta gets a screen from Gardner, gives it to her. Dashner dribbling, and that's just a high pass for Grayson, and it'll be Tigers ball.
Yeah, Annabeth is 5'6". She needed to be about 5'10" to get that one.
Here's Griggs bringing it up on Gallick.
Gallick is one of those pesky little guards. If she's guarding you, she's just in your pocket the whole game. Not fun to play against.
Certainly not for the Tigers and Griggs there.
They do a switch, and they switch back.
And there's Annabeth Grayson getting up there, forcing a jump ball, and it'll go down the other way to the Chargers.
Nice job by the Charger junior.
Four minutes left here in the second. Trombetta looking for someone, gets it to Grayson. Grayson, Dashner, Trombetta gets it up and gets the foul. And she will try to finish off the three-point play.
Pacheco with the foul for the Tigers. Basket's good.
Miserak picks up the foul. Excuse me. Pacheco.
Trombetta could not get the free throw to go. And here is Pacheco. Gets it over to Deppner, back to Griggs. Now Schwartz back to Pacheco. Griggs penetrates through the Charger, gets it up. But Sarah Dashner is going to be out there to corral it.
That was another walk that the Tigers got away with there.
Up ahead pass to Gardner, just too much on it. That's one that you want to finish for the Chargers. Now here's Pacheco the other way, blocked by Dashner, but they're going to call a foul.
Looks like she got all ball. I'm assuming that was body, that the foul.
Yeah, it must have been, but it was just such a nice play there.
Yeah.
By Dashner. You'd love to see that stand for the Chargers.
Sarah picks up her first, team's fourth.
First one too strong for Pacheco. Second one finds the net. And we are tied at 10.
It's a new game.
Gallic over to Dashner. Dashner to Trombetta. Trombetta looks inside, but then works it back to the top with Parker. Parker drives, and she took an extra step.
Wow. Wow.
Go the other way.
And
There's a couple travels by Moon not called, and that one there was called, and I thought that was a great Euro step myself.
you know, sometimes you play up at these schools, you play their refs along with them, and that's going to be a foul on the Chargers.
Gallic, and that'll put the Tigers at the line.
Yep, 5th team foul.
Yeah.
So Griggs will shoot 2. With 2:30 left. First one for Griggs goes in.
Second lead of the night for the Tigers.
Second one also goes in for Griggs. And now the Tigers have their largest lead at the night at 2 points. There's Dashner looking to find something through the Tiger defense. Back over to Gallic. Chargers just working in the round. Parker over to Dashner. Dashner to Trombetta. Trombetta passes it back to Parker.
Under 2 to go here.
Dashner gets a couple of screens there, takes it to the hoop, and we're going to have a foul on the floor against the Tigers.
Second foul against the Tigers. That's the third on Pacheco. She'll come out. Step comes back in for the Tigers. Trombetta has a seat. Is that Grayson that came back in? No, Hummel.
Dashner looking to get it in. Long pass to Gallic. Gallic over to Parker. Parker screened from Gardner. She gets it to the top. And we'll see if the Chargers try to burn more clock here.
Yep. 90 seconds to go in this half.
Hummel has it over to Parker. Parker to Dashner. Dashner over to Gardner. Same play that they've run a couple of times, and now it's tipped and stolen by Deppner, and she gets the basket to go. So the Tigers and Deppner figured that one out, at least that time.
Poaching 60 to go here.
Dashner over to Hummel, but Hummel just couldn't quite get it. And here comes Griggs up the floor, inside pass, and that's going to be a foul. It'll be Diazlo to shoot.
Gallic will pick it up. That's her second.
So Tigers going to get a pair. First one short.
$50 seconds to go here in half.
Second shot rims out, but an offensive board for Deppner, and you just cannot have that if you're the Chargers.
I was just going to say the same thing, Grant. You can't have that. Get an offensive board off a free throw.
Here's Gallic over to Dashner, looking to get something before the half.
30 seconds.
Dashner over to Hummel in the corner. Gets it up to Gardner. Gardner over to Dashner.
15 seconds.
Dashner trying to work her way left. Spins back around. Gives it to Parker.
7 seconds.
Parker dribbles. Dashner three short. Rebounded by Griggs. And she is going to shoot a deep shot. That is no good.
They're going to say a foul.
And no, they called a foul at the buzzer on the Chargers, so Griggs will get to shoot 3.
No, the officials confer and made the right call. No foul there. That one official has been calling everything on the Chargers. He wanted to call another one, and the other two wouldn't let him.
I think the call there was actually that the contact occurred after the buzzer.
Yeah.
I think that it would have been a foul if there was enough time left.
Right, absolutely.
The Chargers will get to head back to the locker room. Only down 6 as the Tigers possess a 16-10 advantage. And we'll be back here on the OLSH Sports Network.
Yeah, let's take a pause. I won't have to read as much. We'll play some good old ads here from the OLSH Sports Network. Don't go away. We'll be back with more here at halftime.
You could raise money for OLSH while shopping at your favorite stores or restaurants. With Raise Right, that's exactly what you can do. All you have to do is purchase electronic gift cards on the Raise Right app, and that company will donate a percentage of that sale directly to OLSH. And the list of companies that Raise Right works with is seemingly endless, including Amazon, Walmart, Target, Sheetz, and so many more. Now you can rationalize your grande caramel mocha frappuccino with 3.5 pumps of vanilla and oat milk because you're actually raising money for OLSH. If you want to raise right, email Sarah Stuckman to get the special OLSH code. Funds raised to support the OLSH Athletics General Fund. Go Chargers!
When I enter the door, I feel welcome. My child feels welcome. What drew us and kept us was the sincere rooting and faith.
They really care about your kids on an academic level and also as a person.
It's a safe place for our kids to really stretch and grow. There's just so many opportunities.
They have something that will make a child succeed and thrive.
If you want a good college prep school, this is it.
We've had such a positive experience here. We really can't say enough of how blessed we are by OLSH.
My coaches taught me that being competitive and having fun is what makes a great team.
My favorite piece of advice from my coach is train like an animal all day long.
He corrects you every time you say you can't do something because he knows you can do it.
My coach is the reason I believe in myself and my abilities.
I love that my coaches believe in the team. They recognize our individuality and encourage our improvement.
I couldn't ask for a better coach.
My name is Mr. Howard. I teach environmental science and anatomy and sometimes chemistry. And as my first year here at OLSH, I'm most excited to get to know all the new students and the community.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Rothenberger. I teach period 1 and 2 freshman biology. I'm super excited about my first year of teaching and I can't wait to get to know all of you.
Hi, this is Ms. Manuel. I'm going to be teaching Intro to Theater Arts this year, and I'm so excited to be back here for the school year, but mainly excited to be in the classroom.
I'm Mr. Witechko. I'm teaching Introduction to Video Production, and I can't wait to see what my students make this year.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Valacorsa. I teach music here at OLSH, and I am most excited this year to make music with my new choir.
Hi, I'm Dr. London. I teach Theology 3 and Latin. I'm excited to be back, especially among the students in the classroom full-time this year.
Good morning. My name is Sharon Mezzio. I am the latest addition to the main office here. I am the main office administrative assistant. Your positivity and warmth since I came to the school actually makes me feel right at home. So I'm looking forward to working with you all, and I'm happy to be here.
Welcome back inside the gym at Moon Area High School. As you see there, the Chargers trailing the Tigers 16-10 here at halftime. We want to remind you to join us on February 19th at 7 p.m. at the OLSH Auditorium as OLSH's Speaker Series welcomes Dr. Shannon D. Williams. This event is free, it's open to the public, and you need to visit www.olsh.org/speaker series for more information or to secure your ticket. Good luck to our girls and boys bowling teams as they head to the Western Pennsylvania Interscholastic Bowling League Championships this Wednesday and Thursday. Good luck, guys, on a great season as well. The girls finished the season 10-0, the boys 9-1, both winning the section championships. Great job. If you're interested in supporting the OLSH Chargers, visit www.olshathletics.org and check out the fundraiser section in the Fan Zone tab for the latest in fundraising opportunities. And Grant, most of that first half went the way the Chargers really wanted it to go, but hey, credit the Tigers. They wouldn't quit, and they got some easy buckets there toward the end and had a little run going.
Yeah, well, I thought that the Chargers did a good job of employing their game plan, but the problem here is that now that they're down, even though it's just by a little bit, they're going to have to make some sort of adjustment because they can't just run their own clock out here in the second half. So it's going to be interesting to see what Coach Eckerly comes out with here. I mean, he's got 4 timeouts, so he could change it. He could say we're going to roll with it for the third quarter and then see what needs to be done. But the Chargers need to make sure that they can adapt on the fly as we go on here in this game.
I think we talked about it early on. Hadn't really seen any backcourt pressure by the Chargers. I look for that coming out here in the third quarter to apply that. I mean, the Tigers haven't seen the Chargers pressure defense yet, so let's see. That usually helps turn the tide for the Chargers. Let's see if that works here tonight.
Yeah, that's certainly the one thing that, we've seen that's been missing for the Chargers is that defense that leads to the fast break offense, the easy layups. They haven't gotten many of those at all tonight based on how they played, but they really haven't even had a lot of opportunities to get that. So we'll see if they can start to generate those kind of looks in the second half.
Yeah, that's one thing that Coach Eckerly has kept in his back pocket, so we'll see if that plays out. Both the teams back on the court here, getting ready for the third quarter. The Tigers will start with the ball here as we start the third quarter. Got a couple minutes to go here, but again, I want to remind you that both the boys and the girls in the playoffs, the brackets are out. The boys are going to be playing, because we already talked about the girls a couple times, the boys got a 6 seed. They'll be playing Clairton over at Cornell on Monday night, 7 o'clock start. Again, at this point in time, we're not really going to be able to broadcast the games unless they make it out to the state tournament. So, but I'm sure that they'll put something out there on the OLSH website so that have a place that you can go and watch it.
Yeah, for the boys, they just have to win that one game in order to qualify
to go on to the states. Right? Yeah, there's 8 teams that qualify for the boys for the state tournament, and if they win the first round, they're in the 8. So you win and you're in for the state. So, but that's not where the boys want to go. They don't want to go one and done, or win one and done in the WPL tournament, I'm sure. The girls, on the other hand, they get a number 3 seed. They're going to be taking on South Allegheny right here at Moon High School on Friday night, Valentine's Day. And grab your favorite person and come on out and watch that one and cheer on the Chargers as they take on South Allegheny. And the winner of that one they'll go on to play on Wednesday, the 19th. The boys, by the way, if they win, they'll play on Thursday, the 20th. So 20th, 19th, and 20th would be the second round for both the two teams, should they both win.
Yeah, that's a quick turnaround there.
Yeah.
2 days in between there for the boys. The girls, they get an extra day or so. I think they actually would have 4 days in between. So interesting to see how the week would play out for both those teams. Obviously, the boys a little bit later in the week because they have to get all those play-in games in.
Right. Yeah, that's right. There's a bunch.
Yeah, there's 5 of them, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Start the second half with Griggs working on Gallic again. Griggs had 5 in the first half. Pulls up there, doesn't get it to go. Rebounded by Deppner. Her shot is too long. Another chance, and Deppner gets it up and in, and she has 11 to extend the Tiger lead to 8.
I was going to say, I didn't see Claudia out there initially. She's got the ball now, but I was going to say, man, Claudia's still sitting with her 2 fouls.
Yeah, I think the Chargers got to go to her now. Parker loses it, and now the Tigers are running up the floor. They get it back to Deppner, and Tigers have a quick start to the second half.
Yep.
Chargers need a response. Parker gives it to Gallic. Gallic to Irulo. Irulo dribbling it at the top. Just looking for something. Gives it over to Parker. Parker drives, loses the ball, but she's going to be fouled.
That's what the Chargers got to do. They got to go to the hoop with some authority. Try to get some fouls on these Tigers. Foul goes, it's a second on D'Alessio.
Dashner looking for someone to get it into. Gets it to Irulo, open for 3, no good. Rebounded by Schwartz.
Chargers haven't scored here in the Coons age, Grant.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been halfway through the third quarter.
And Griggs took an extra set, and the Charger fans appreciate the travel call there.
Finally. That's not the first travel. That's the first one called.
Dashner gets it up to Irulo. Didn't want to pass to Gallic there. Irulo back to Dashner. Dashner gives it to Parker. Parker drives, has an open lane, and gets it to go. And that breaks the drought.
That ends the drought for real.
The rain is falling here for the Chargers. They're going to need some more of it. Get on a run here. Here's Griggs, deep 3 off the mark. Rebound, Deppner. Deppner trapped in the corner by Parker, and she took a dribble.
No, timeout.
On the line, but first we have a timeout by the Tigers.
Hey, if you're interested in supporting the Chargers, visit www.olshathletics.org and check out the fundraiser section of the Fan Zone tab for the latest in fundraising opportunities. Also, you might want to save the date. This year's annual auction for OLSH will take place on Saturday, April 5th at Montour Heights Country Club. Great place, great event. Should be a good time.
So the Tigers will inbound it from the baseline after the timeout. It's going to be Deppner. Gets it back out to Griggs. Griggs guarded by Irulo. Passes it over to the corner. They pass it back to the opposite wing to Grigg. Long pass to Stepp. And now
that should be a jump ball.
That is going to be a jump ball. Libby Gallick gets in there and forces the jump ball with Deppner. And the Chargers are going to get another opportunity to cut into the Tiger lead.
5.5 to go here in the third.
There's Irulo over to Dashner. Dashner gives it. Parker on the wing, over to Irulo in the corner. Pass inside to Gardner, but it's intercepted by Deppner, and now Dashner intercepts a pass for herself. Stops and takes a jumper, but it's going to be blocked by Deppner, and now Griggs brings it up for the Tigers, and the Tigers get 2 out of that one and stretch the lead back to 10. Not the sequence that the Chargers have wanted so far in this game.
Absolutely not. And the Tigers still in that man defense. They switched up there.
There's Parker. Still not much urgency for the Chargers. Now Irulo gets it in. Gardner turns around, gets it up. Nice shot there for Lola Gardner. Timeout, Chargers. And I think that's a great timeout there by Coach Eckerly, kind of get his team reset and, you know, try to change the approach a little bit with the tempo.
Yeah, absolutely. Lola had no space or anything there, and she just turned around and threw it up and rattled down. So great job. Hey, OLSH Theater Department's going to present Children of Eden on March 7th, 8th, 14th, and 15th at 7:30. And then on March 9th and 15th, again at 2 p.m. at the OLSH Auditorium. Tickets will be available for purchase starting this Friday, the 14th. So be sure to get yours now, or then. Not now, because you can't get them now. You got to wait till Friday, right?
You got to start. You got to line up outside of the school.
Yeah, put up your tent and
get ready to buy these tickets. They're going to sell out fast.
4:25 left here in the third.
Schwartz brings it up for the Tigers. Gets it over to Stepp. Back to Deppner. Deppner to Griggs. Griggs shoots a 3. That's going to catch nothing, out of bounds. Charger ball. And it looks like now the officials going to have a conference, see if it was blocked, and it was.
I don't know. That was kind of a nifty call there, guys.
Yeah, well,
I don't think that ball was tipped at all.
You know, there's been a couple of those shot by Griggs where you weren't just quite sure if it was tipped by the Chargers or not.
That's a travel.
As it's going to be called a foul on the Chargers.
Chargers, yeah.
See who this one's on. It's going to be on Lola Gardner.
Gardner's going to pick the foul up. That's her second. No, Sam, Parker. Okay, Parker, that's her first. That's better.
Take it for the Chargers. First shot by Deppner is long.
Deppner leading all scorers with 13.
Yeah, the Tigers, they haven't had the best night at the foul line.
No. I don't know if that's normal for them or.
Second one, no good.
So, good fall by Leah.
Yeah. Here's Dashner. Gets it to Gardner. Gardner has it knocked away by Griggs, and now the Tigers bring it up the court. Get it back to Griggs, running off 3 screens, and gets to the basket, lays it in, and the lead back to 10 again for the Tigers.
Yeah, Griggs went around the world there for that layup.
Yeah, the whole team basically helped her to get open.
She circled the whole court. She went around the three-point line and laid it in.
Dashner on the wing over to Irulo. Thought about a 3. Brings it inside. Kicks it back out to Dashner. Now Irulo has it again. Gets a screen from Gardner. Irulo pulls it out.
Under 3 to go here in the third.
Gets a screen. Dribbles. Works it to Gardner. Gardner loses it, but that's going to be a foul called on the Tigers.
You didn't see who the foul was on. D'Alessio picks up her second. Excuse me, that's her third.
So
Trombetta comes in for the Chargers.
Dashner to Irulo, three-pointer, rims out.
The rim has not been kind to the Chargers here tonight.
It has not, as Griggs can't go that layup to go in transition. Now Parker brings it up for the Chargers, and she will be bumped on her way up, and she will head to the line for two.
That'll be the third foul on the Tigers here with 2:30 left. Foul goes against Deppner. That's her first.
First shot is good for Leah Parker.
Catherine DeMarco comes in for the Tigers. Deppner, is that Deppner came out?
No. Second shot rims out. Offensive board. Irulo just short. That is going to be out of bounds off of Trombetta, and it looked like if she let it go, it would have been Charger ball.
I don't know, but I think Trombetta had the save, but her foot was on the line when she was making the save, Grant. But good effort there by Shea. Just if she had a size smaller shoe, it might have been in bounds.
Griggs' layup is good, plus the foul. And the Tigers take their largest lead of the night now at 11. And you would think at this point now that the Chargers are going to want to start to speed up a little bit on offense, especially with as Griggs gets the free throw. You know, no one's going to look at this game, so
right.
It doesn't matter if they lose by 30 trying to get back in it. As Irulo takes it to the cup.
Wow.
Just doesn't go.
She's just off like 1/2 a step tonight.
Dashner is able to steal it. Dashner kicks it out. Irulo for three. Once again, no good. Rebound Tigers.
To tell you the way the Chargers game is going tonight, Irulo has 1 point.
Yeah, the Chargers just, it's going to be really tough for them to be successful if Irulo only has 1 point.
Yeah. She has more fouls than she has points.
Never a good sign.
No.
Griggs takes it to the lane, and it looks like we're going to get a foul on the floor against the Chargers.
I think Sarah's going to pick this one up. Yep. That's the third on the Chargers. Second on Sarah. 1:28 to go here.
Trying to get it in. Griggs. Ball's on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball, Tiger ball.
.83 seconds left to go in the third.
Griggs' long pass. Now they give it Deppner's pass, stolen by Trombetta.
Boy, she saw that one from the get-go.
Yeah.
She read that one. Her eyes got big.
Finished it off. Now let's see if the Chargers get a bucket out of it. Here's Irulo. Over to Dashner, to Gallick. Gallick to Irulo. Step back three-pointer. That one also off the mark. And that's going to be another jump ball forced by Gallick. Charger ball.
Yep. Libby's getting in there, getting some good rebounds for the Chargers. You know, you don't think of Libby at 5'3". She's listed at 5'3", is getting a lot of rebounds, but she does.
Certainly fighting hard today.
Yeah. I mean, all season long, she gets her share of rebounds.
Parker takes it to the lane. She is fouled and glides across the floor after that one. So she will head to the line for a pair.
Parker at the line, shooting position.
DeMarco picks up her first, team's fourth.
First shot. Parker gets it to go.
So Hummel's checking in for the Chargers. She'll take Libby Gallick out. Give her a little rest here at the end of the third.
Second shot follows suit for Parker, and it's a 10-point game. Here's Griggs. Gets past Irulo, and they're going to call a foul against Dashner there.
Yeah, it was all ball. Where the foul was there, I don't know. That was all ball.
Well, the official must have seen something. As that one is going to go all the way into the backcourt, and it's going to be picked up by Irulo, and she just can't get that to go. Offensive rebound by Trombetta. Irulo gets it up. Once again, no good. Rebound Deppner. And the Chargers and the officials.
This might be a flagrant foul on Moon for throwing.
They're going to have a conference here.
It was the whistle was blown, and then the Tiger literally threw the Charger onto the court. It's definitely a jump ball. It would go over to the Tigers, but
well, it looked like the Tigers called a timeout, so but it looks like they're going to say the jump ball came first.
I don't know. Both coaches are getting an explanation. 25 seconds left here in the third.
Tiger fans, there was a jump ball on the last play. Tiger possession.
See, I agree with the jump ball, but after the whistle, I think it was Deppner had the ball. She just threw one of the Chargers onto the deck. And you can't do that.
Yeah, it's not something that you can do, but I don't even think that the conference was about that.
No, I think it's exactly, it was just worried, was it a timeout or was there a jump ball? Yeah, I agree with you.
So Tigers look to add before the end of the quarter. They get it inside to Deppner. Deppner finds a wide open DeMarco. 3 seconds left here for the Chargers. Irulo steps back at the horn. No good. And we are through 3 here at Moon High School, where the Moon Tigers possess a 29-17 lead over your Chargers.
Our Lady of Sacred Heart cheerleader.
Let's take a look at the cheerleaders here. Good job, ladies.
They made the trip up to the Chargers, one of their home stadiums, for a road game, so not much of a travel for them.
No. Getting ready for the fourth. But before we do that, we want to send congratulations out to our students of the month. For freshmen, it's Matthew. Sophomores, it's Maggie. Juniors, it's Lola. And for the seniors, it's Jack. Congratulations to all 4. Keep up the good work. Maybe we'll call your name again during the baseball softball season.
We'll have to see. As the Chargers get the ball first, Parker gets it inside to Gardner. Win up empty-handed, back out Irulo. Another three-pointer. Same result, rims out.
There's a lid on there for Claudia.
Griggs, head of steam, draws a foul, and she will head to the line.
Claudia's going to pick up her third. Team's first.
Chargers foul on Irulo. Griggs is the line, shooting 2.
First shot goes in for Griggs. Second one the same.
Second verse, same as the first, right?
Yep. There's Parker over to Trombetta. Trombetta to Hummel. Hummel to Parker. Trombetta open under the basket, and she will draw a foul.
You know, you look at the score and you think, oh my goodness, but the Chargers are getting some good looks, Grant. They're just not finishing.
Yeah, I mean, the Chargers have all around just had an off game.
Yeah, it really is. They look really flat.
I mean, it's certainly better to be flat today than on Friday.
Exactly.
You don't want to be flat this close to the postseason.
There's another one. Man, we just can't get him to fall tonight.
And this one is going to head in the direction of the Chargers as Irulo is going to get it. She takes it to the basket. Going to be a foul on the floor against the Tigers. 7:05 left.
If that's on Pacheco, that should be fourth on her. Yes, it is. It's the second on the Tigers.
Parker gets it into Trombetta. Back to Parker. Over to Hummel. Three-pointer. Still nothing from beyond the arc for the Chargers.
Nothing.
Griggs.
That was a walk.
Makes a move. Gets the bucket to go.
Wow. She drug her foot about 1.5 feet. No call. Well, home court advantage, I guess.
That Chargers don't get it despite wearing white on this floor. As Trombetta has a nice move. Timeout, Chargers. Let's see if they can get some momentum off of that. Full timeout for Coach Eckerly.
It leaves the Chargers with 2 here in the for the Chargers.
Yeah, my theory, though, with these kind of games is you want to just call those timeouts because, you know, you're not going to need them if you're down by 20 and you don't get your team set at the end of the game. So you got to make sure that you're ready now, and I'd like to see them come out with something new here, some kind of pressure. Not new for the season, obviously, but new for this game. Give Moon something they haven't seen. And
absolutely, change the look. They've switched back and forth between a 2-3 and a man defense. The Chargers have. The Tigers have been pretty much in a man, pretty much most of the game.
Well, it's worked well for them from their standpoint, but for the Chargers, it's just like they're missing shots.
Hey, you know, who knows if Claudia gets a couple of her shots to fall, this might be a whole different game.
Yeah,
because then the Tigers change up what they're doing, and
it definitely could be. She only has the lone point.
Pacheco comes back out onto the court with her 4 fouls, with 6.5 to go here, 6:33 to be exact.
Deppner inbounds it to Griggs, and then the Tigers pass it up the court quickly. Now Griggs has it. Tigers pass it around. Gets it inside to Deppner. Deppner Over, now Pacheco has it. Now they work it back to Griggs. Griggs working on Gallic. Tigers pass it around. They lose it that time. Picked up by Irulo. She moves in the open court, gets it up. No good. Rebound Parker, rejected there by Deppner. And the Chargers just can't get anything to go in that basket.
No, it's just like
that's no good for Deppner.
Good job by Shea Trombetti for that rebound. Sends the Chargers back the other way.
There's Irulo, and that's going to be a foul against the Tigers. That'll be their third of the quarter with 5:29 left.
That'll be the first on Jaden Griggs, the junior, 5'6" junior.
Gallic over, Irulo for three. Still no good. Rebound Gardner, and she went up and came down with the ball.
Yep, she knew it as soon as she did it. Alessio checks back in for the Tigers as Pacheco has a seat. Dashner comes back in, and Garner has a seat for your Chargers.
There's Griggs taking it all the way to the cup. Gets the finish. And the Tigers are up 15 with 5 left. There's Gallic over to Irulo in the corner. Gets a screen from Dashner. Irulo shoots another one. Still can't get anything to go.
That's unbelievable. I've never seen Claudia struggle like this.
Here come the Tigers up the court. Long pass. Open three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Gallic. As Schwartz didn't get the shot. Long pass for Parker, too long. And here comes Griggs. Passes it up.
Nice dish.
And that is good by Deppner. And it seems like it's getting just a little bit away from the Chargers here.
Yeah, it's getting away from them right now with 4:09 left, approaching 4 minutes to go.
And there sums up the night for Irulo. Just going one way, the ball going the other.
Yep. That's the ball went to the zig side and the player went to the zag side. So.
There's a shot there for the Tigers. That one no good. Rebounded by Dashner. And she has it at the top over to Parker. Parker gets it to Irulo going towards the cup. And
wow,
it does not go. Tigers pushing the court. Griggs on the reverse layup, and it goes in.
And then you got the Tigers, and I mean, nothing against them, but they're just throwing it up, and it's going in.
Here's Parker. Looking for someone. Long pass there to Gallic. Gallic throws it in the direction of Trombetta, who's able to get it. Now Parker drives. That one no good. Some contact, maybe. And Step has it. Over to Griggs. 2:40 left here. Griggs gets a screen, shoots a deep three, and it goes in. Jaden Griggs knocks it down. And it's a 22-point game with 2:20 left. Timeout, Chargers. Full timeout for Coach Eckerly.
He's going to take advantage, Coach Eckerly's going to take advantage of the final 2:20 left here in this one to get his players ready for the playoffs. I'm sure he's going to be coaching to the final whistle here. He's going to work something out, because it's not going to be easy in the playoffs either. So I don't think it's going to be this tough. I mean, this is a good Moon team.
Yeah, certainly. You want to take full advantage of every second you're given. They're all precious here, especially at this point in the season. But, I think this is really good for the Chargers to get out of the bubble of their section where they were able to roll through the competition.
Right.
And now they get a taste of the outside world before heading back to 3A to take on some more teams that are similar in caliber to those in their section. But Coach Eckerly just going to make sure that his girls are prepared for the future challenges.
Looks like Claudia's night's done as Emily Gallagher and Cameron Hummel check in for the Chargers here out of the break. Grayson, Annabeth Grayson also.
Grayson has it. Gets it over to Dashner. Dashner, little floater's just short. Rebounded there.
I don't. You know what? It just occurred to me. The Moon girls have not, or the OLSH girls have not played here. I don't think. All their games have been at Cornell. Maybe they played one here, but I think the optics here are so much different. It's such a big gym. Maybe that's affecting their shots because some of their shots are really, really off.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly, from me having had played here, it just feels like a longer court.
It does.
It's not, but it certainly feels like one running up and down.
Because it's big. It's got space beyond both of the end lines.
As Hummel scoops it up, she draws a foul. But, yeah, I think it was nice for us as the boys team having it played here first and then heading over to Cornell. Obviously, we had the big game against Neshannock here.
Right.
Which, as Hummel makes the first, which, this is certainly the big gym, so maybe that affected them. This is Moon's home gym. Hummel knocks down a pair. And that's going to be important for the Chargers because these playoff games, they're scheduled in big gyms like this.
Madeline Wilson in for the Tigers now.
That ball on the ground, picked up by Sarah Dashner. Brings it up the court, looking to work her way to the basket, gets it out. Trombetta gets it back, Dashner corner three. That one's long. Rebound Gallagher. She goes up, draws a foul. So she will shoot two. 1:04 left.
64 seconds left in the regular season for both these teams. It appears the Chargers come up a little short, and the Tigers will come away victorious. The question is, what's the final score?
Well, it's not 42-22, as Gallagher adds a point for the Chargers.
How about a hand for Maria Destner?
Second shot rims out. And going to call a foul there against the Chargers.
Hummel picks up the foul. That's the second on the Chargers. Chargers are basically in a bonus situation here the last minute.
Nice play there by Cameron Hummel, and she's going to get a foul out of it. Great effort, and that's what you were saying. You want to coach to the end, you play to the end.
Yeah, play to the end here. Foul goes against Delacio, and that's her fifth. She fouls out. Cameron, a multi-sport athlete for the Chargers. Can't get the first one to go. She was the catcher. Now she's the pitcher for the softball team. Pitcher and infielder, third base and basically. Wow.
Doesn't get either of those. And that one's going to be tipped.
What a shade.
Picked up by Trombetta. Out. Gallagher deep 2. No good. Chargers getting on the floor. Hummel forces the tie up. It'll be Tiger ball.
Again, you got to applaud the hustle and the no quit there in the Chargers. Very easily they could just say, you know, heck with this. Game's over.
Yeah, but they're certainly playing like they got 30 seconds left in the regular season.
Exactly. They're still playing like this game means something, and I like that. I applaud that. Down to 20 seconds.
Hummel rips it away there. Brings it up the court. Can't get the layup to go, but then she is going to force a jump ball. Great sequence there by Cameron Hummel, and you know that Coach Eckerly's taking notes for playoff minutes.
No doubt about that. I mean, Cam's putting it all on the court here. Not many minutes in tonight's game, but when she's out there, she's giving it her all.
Dashner, corner 3.
Get one to go. Come on.
No good. Rebound Tigers, and they're going to step on the line. So Chargers going to get one more chance to put up a shot with 5 seconds left. Dashner gets it in. Trombetta drives.
Get it up, get it up.
Gallagher, Dashner just going to hold it. And that'll do it. Your Chargers fall in the regular season finale to the Moon Tigers by a final score of 42-23. But now you put this one behind you and you move on to the playoffs.
Absolutely, Grant. It starts for real now. The second season starts on Friday as South Allegheny will come here. I was going to say come and invade our home court, but invade Moon High School, which is our pseudo home court here for the playoffs. And it starts all over. So the Chargers, the girls need to win to guarantee a spot in the PIAA tournament. They need to win the first 2 contests in the playoffs, in the WPIL playoffs. So they need to beat South Allegheny, and then it would be, let me look at the right chart here. Then it would be the winner of Avonworth or Beaver Falls. So to guarantee themselves a spot in the playoff, in the state playoffs. But I can't remember how. I think after next round, if they lose that one, they can still get in. But then there's like a consolation playoff kind of thing. Yeah,
they'll play some other games after that.
Yeah.
So I think as long as they're able to win 2, they have to win the first one, and then as long as they win another one in the games that they're assigned, that they'll make it. But obviously,
yeah, if they have to win Friday, and then if they win on the following Wednesday, the 19th, they are definitely in the state tournament, no matter what happens the rest of the WPIL tournament. But if they lose, then they go into next Wednesday. Then they go into like a consolation bracket where they can play themselves into the final 6. Well, there's 6 spots that move on from WPIL. So that's the way that works. Now the boys, on the other hand, all they have to do is win on Monday, and they're into the state tournament.
Yep, but interestingly enough, if they were to lose future games, they still have that consolation tournament.
Exactly.
Even though they all make it to determine the rankings.
Then they play the consolation for the seeding. Yeah, exactly.
But Chargers will look to avoid all of that.
Yep.
And just advance to the WPIAL final and avoid any kind of consolation games.
That's what you want to do. Yeah, no doubt about that. So that'll wrap it up here. The Chargers, they come out strong with a great game plan, but unfortunately, man, I'll tell you what, I've never seen Claudia or the whole Charger team struggle from the field, from the floor like they did tonight. Boy, they could not get a basket to save their lives tonight.
Yeah, especially they started out strong with what they wanted, and if Claudia or even Sarah, I don't think that Sarah was able to have any points today.
Not many.
So just a bizarre output from the Chargers from two of their better scorers, and if they just had something, they could have kept playing their slow down approach, and then that could have led to a closer game, and we could have had a completely different outcome, but alas, that is not what occurred here tonight.
Nope, it's not. And sometimes you got to tip your hat to the Tigers. They were the better team tonight. They come away with the 42-23 victory over the Chargers. Both these teams on to the playoffs, and good luck to both of them. I hope the Chargers, my alma mater, do well. And, of course, we're cheering on the Chargers, both the boys and the girls, this week and next week as the playoffs get started. Hey, thanks for joining us here, everybody. I'm OLSH. Grant Kalish here next to me. I'm glad you could listen in. And we'll see you next time as the Chargers fall to the Moon Tigers 42-23. We'll see you next time here on the OLSH Sports Network. Everybody stay safe, stay warm. It's going to be getting cold here in the next couple days. And we'll see you next time right here on the OLSH Sports Network. Good night, everybody.